I was not ready for what xTool just did. This is the new M2, a new color craft laser with an inkjet module and a diode that you can swap out. Wow, look at how good that looks, guys. So you snap it in, plug it in with the cable, and you're ready to go. But the most interesting part of this is going to be the price. This is going to be a budget priced laser aimed at new laser owners and people that wants to take their creativity up to the next step with this inkjet module. This is always the best part. I'm going to run through some projects, give you guys some specs, and just an overall first look of what the M2 can do so you won't be wasting your money. This video is not sponsored by xTool. They did send me this for a review, but they have no editorial power over what I say or what I do, so I'm gonna be unbiased with you. When you first turn the M2 on and connect it to your computer, you are going to be brought to the screen right here. And it wants to start with a tutorial. We're gonna put a piece of basswood in the material bed, but you can see I put some clips right here to kind of push it up a little bit. And these are magnetic, so when we put it down, they click right into place and it's gonna keep everything secure. I'm going to close the lid here. The module is moving and now it's taking a picture, and look how fast that was. I'm gonna click lasering on a flat surface. Now I'm going to click to measure the distance. You see the crosshairs? I'm gonna put it right in the middle of the material. This is going to move down, measure it, and looky right there. Simple as that. But I want to point out, look at the camera quality. That looks so good. And now all I have to do is to click this little bitty button right here, and let's go. Now look here, guys, the 10 watt is powering through this basswood and all the lines are clean, crisp, there have been no hiccups. So far, I'm really impressed. Okay, let's see here. No problem whatsoever. Perfect clean cuts. There is no scorching around the sides, so I know this is going to be pretty accurate. Feature-wise, this is where it gets interesting. So we have our inkjet cartridge, and I have the 10 watt blue diode right here. But you can choose to upgrade to 20 watts, so if you're needing that extra cutting power, that's going to be great. We also have a 3 watt infrared module for engraving on metal. So we have options for different price points here. And with that being said, xTool is really trying to hit a home run with the CMYK inkjet module and the variety of materials and projects it can print on. And that honestly feels like one of the biggest pushes with the M2 platform. In fact, the whole marketing angle of the M2 is about mixing engraving and cutting with printing. And before you ask the question, yes, the M2 is basically the successor to the original M1. Now, one thing to note though, xTool did remove the blade and pin module from this version, so this machine leans more heavily into laser engraving and customization rather than trying to be an all-in-one craft machine that does absolutely everything. My overall first impressions for the camera here live is that the orange, white, and silver aesthetic is nice, and I'm a stickler for the lids, and this right here just fits down nicely. It's not wobbling, everything is good. The lid closes nicely. I know that is going to seal for the smoke. As I do a full 360 of the laser right here, I'm seeing some plastic and aluminum. But one thing to note here, it's not like a flimsy plastic, like as I hit on it, it's just solid, which is a lot more solid than other budget lasers that I have tested on this channel. But something xTool did is put most of the ports on the side. I think this is a great move because it's going to be that much cleaner when it goes to organizing your space. Now I'm bringing over a design here that I got on Etsy, and I am just going to take up a lot of space to see how the quality of engraving is. As far as the settings go, I'm adjusting this manually. Normally I would hit the one-click settings, but I am on the beta software. I am going to go at 80 on the power and the speed. I'm going to put this around 200. Oh yeah, that is looking great. So we have the M2 going, and this 10 watt is just getting after it. But if I were to do a detail engraving, that 10 watt will outperform the 20 and 40 watt. Wow. 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 That looks good. Oh yeah, that's cleaning up nicely. Looky there. My gosh, that's looking amazing. Come on. Wow. Wow. These are from Lonestar Adhesive, and they're a little over $7, and they beat out the most expensive journals you can buy online. I promise you, I've used a lot. Check these guys out in the link below. And for my favorite feature, you guys aren't ready. I have the 10-watt module, but look right here. It's magnets. It snaps on and off. So when we want to swap out the diode module for the inkjet module, it snaps right into place. The way this works is by opening the front door, and do you see the strip on here? I'm gonna take this just like this and put it down, and it snaps right into place. And after we snap this in, we obviously have to plug it in with the provided USB-C cable. And there we go. The same process goes for the inkjet module as well. We plug it in, and then we push it back. This video is sponsored by yours truly. Don't forget to swing by laserblueprint.com and grab my free guide. I break down the biggest mistakes people make before they buy so you won't have to learn from them the hard way. When you install the inkjet module, you will be prompted to do a first-time calibration test. This took me about a minute and a half, and after it ran, it was ready to go. For my first test print, I am putting a picture of Mario on this test paper, and this is a PNG image. I'm not messing with any settings. I am dragging and dropping. Live for the camera here, everything went great. The accuracy on the color is good. There is no bleeding in any of the areas. And this is the first time that I have used this live for the camera. So you're seeing just a live example of this happening. So as far as camera placement accuracy with the inkjet module and the laser module, I'm gonna give this a huge pass. That ACS is working scary good. I'm excited. Let's keep going. I got one of these little boxes from Hobby Lobby, and we are going to print on top of it. So if you don't know what to start with, I mean, this makes a perfect gift for around $2.50. It's gonna take a snapshot, send to my computer. That took maybe 2 seconds, and it's already up on my computer. So I got this looking pretty good. Everything is lined up. Now I am going to hit process. And here we go. Let's click start. I'm gonna move you closer so you can see. That is doing such a large area at a time. I mean, so crazy. What's great, I don't have to run an air purifier. I love it. Look at the large area the ink is covering. It's like doing it all at one time. I love it. Look at what happened. Whoop. This one is on me, guys, mistakes and all. One side of the lid is up higher than the other, and I just measured the bottom part of the lid. Now, this has nothing to do with a laser. This is the box being off center, and I did not catch it. Apart from this mistake, let's look at the ink. There is no bleed over. The quality is fantastic just for slapping it on there and hitting start. And the camera placement accuracy, once again, is shining through. And this may be the most accurate camera system I have used. I measured it by this thing hanging down, and it's perfectly centered exactly where I put it on camera. And the ink quality, it's all there, guys. Now this is cool, but let's use this laser for what it was made for, printing and cutting. You want to select multi-module processing. Without disturbing anything, I am going to lift the lid and simply replace the modules. I'm gonna close this and hop back on the computer. There we go. Look at how good that looks, guys. If you see around the eyes, a mustache here, it's a little blurry and we have a little bit of bleed over, and that is simply due to the grain of the ply here. But overall, I mean, that thing is absolutely amazing. Now guys, don't judge me too hard. I feel like a kid at Christmas right now. To print something with color and then to cut it out, I mean, that's just a whole new level of, I don't know, I'm used to engraving stuff like this, but having it and just seeing it in color, I mean, how cool is this? You can put kids' names on here, you can like 3D effect everything, and I'm loving this. I'm seeing the possibilities now. I mean, you just take this and just put it somewhere. I mean, how cool is this? I can't get enough of it. So far with this quick look video, I think the M2 is a very promising laser. The only hiccups I had so far are my own mistakes. The print head on the inkjet is so close to what you're printing on. If there's any type of deviation in the material, it's gonna catch it and move it like it did this bag. So, who is this for? Honestly guys, as simple as I can make it. I think the M2 is really aimed at beginners, Etsy sellers, hobbyists, teachers, crafters, and small business owners who want something approachable without jumping straight into a massive industrial style machine, if that makes sense. Now the fact that xTool has a diode laser with a camera, and I know you're tired of hearing me talk about it, this is huge and will persuade more and more people to start looking at xTool for a budget laser. This feels like more of a creative platform that xTool was going for than just a laser engraver, especially with the CMYK inkjet capabilities. xTool is clearly pushing this towards people who want to customize a wide range of products, experiment with mixed media projects, and create more visually unique items without needing separate machines. I hope I articulated that well. So if you're somebody who enjoys crafting, personalization, product creation, or even testing business ideas, I can definitely see where the M2 fits into this market, and it has an attractive price. So official sales start on May 27th, and in most regions, the M2 will be available for immediate purchase. For the first 7 days, xTool is offering a limited $50 launch coupon. I know you may say, hey, $50 isn't a lot off, and I have to agree with you, to be honest, but they are already going for a lower price point laser to get people into the door of the xTool ecosystem, in my opinion. Now overall, I think the M2 is going to be a really solid option for beginners, hobbyists, and small business owners that want something approachable and easy to start using without a massive learning curve. Now, influencer alert, I do have my affiliate links below, and whether you guys choose to use them or not, hey, as long as you came here and you're getting value, that's what matters to me. But going through them does help me, and I can't thank you enough. So guys, here it is. Check it out, compare it for yourself, and let me know in the comments what you think about the M2. And before you forget, go to laserblueprint.com in the links below and grab your guide. I will have some tips and tricks coming at you next, so be watching out for the email. I'll see you in the next one.